Opportunity to work together instead of arguing about everything. Understand, dear ones, there are those who benefit from the separation. Some are actually propagating the situations causing these divisions, which they ultimately benefit from. We tell you, dear ones, that you now have an opportunity to change all of this. There are those who are trying to introduce things to frustrate you and make you angry. Please don't think that we're talking about politics, because it is way beyond that. It's about money. Yes, we've mentioned this several times before. We're bringing it up again, because we see an opportunity for unity coming and we want you to be prepared. When you see the glimpse of sunlight coming through ahead, grab and anchor it, then pass it on. There are so many things taking place right now. It's fascinating. At the same time, it's very difficult for you to be on purpose, but that's also changing. Sometimes you look at yourself or get into a bodysuit that doesn't quite fit, or perhaps people don't accept you in some way. So you start changing things inside to match the bodysuit that you're wearing outside. And that's actually the nature of most lies, because they come from projecting who you want to be rather than who you actually are in that moment. But the bodysuit itself can sometimes get in the way of the spirit. Rather than your spirit actually having the experience, you end up pretending to be human. All of these things are shifting now. You should be very proud of yourself for being a human that has taken part in this. Although you may not feel as if you've done anything in particular, you've held that energy. Without enough people holding that energy safely on planet Earth, none of this would be possible. Yes, you may see many difficulties with people constantly arguing and trying to take sides. But keep your eye on the larger picture because you're actually making a difference. And by holding that energy, you become not right or wrong, but simply people looking at something from different angles. If you pull back far enough, you can see all of that. And that's what we hope to bring you. Healing Circle. Now we'd like you to join us in a healing circle for just a few moments. You may bring anything or anyone into this healing circle that you wish. You can bring in your animal, daughter, son, parents, or anything that you'd like. Even though there may be one thing you're focusing on, you will also have an effect on all those other things. Yes, we talk about maybe healing your son and giving him something that you normally wouldn't. But what we're actually talking about is letting go of the fact that you think he's ill and basically moving in a different direction to simply shine the light. That is what you're waiting for on planet Earth, unconditional light in all situations. Ultimately, healing must be done by request. If you're putting someone in the healing circle that you don't have permission from, what you're actually healing is you and your relationship to that person. It's fine, dear ones, do whatever you want. There really are no rules, and that's the really interesting part. Releasing the jagged lines. Walking around on planet Earth, you've bumped into and touched things, picking up vibrations and carrying them in your torus. Yes, your torus moves around the body in the two different directions. On the outside of your torus are all these little jagged lines where you bump into things, or you tried to correct energies that were not matching. Sometime in your life you tried to harmonize those, and that scar tissue stays on your torus, simply repeating over and over again. But it's the perfect opportunity now to release and straighten out those jagged lines, almost as if we're combing the knots out of your torus. So, that is what we're going to offer in today's healing circle. We want you to be able to completely let go of the difficulties and challenges. You are powerful creator beings. But the interesting part is that you want proof of this, so we've been working on showing you how it works. If you look back on your own life, you'll see that the dreams you had years ago are manifesting in some way, whether you know it or not. In the healing circle, you can release some of those jagged lines that keep you from your own creations and manifestations. Are you ready? Take a deep breath and release all the tension in your body. Good. Now let it out. Open up your heart chakra and close your eyes. You're in a sacred space and time around you stand still. We'd like you to become aware of any restrictions or challenges that keep you from being everything that you can be. It's okay if you're not able to completely identify the problem as it shows up in your life right now. Bless the problem. The problem has brought you a way to improve your life, so bless it. Yes, thank the problem for giving you the opportunity to move directly into gratitude. Excellent. Now as your chakra and torus move around, as the energy flows through your heart chakra, it's starting to clear. Feel the pressure easing with every breath. You'll feel empowered in a way that you haven't before. Even though you may change your feelings about things, you will also see other areas open up. You'll see magical doors open up. Things that you've been looking for or that you think you need will magically start showing up. Take credit for it. Don't think it's only luck. You are manifesting things consciously right now. It starts with your own healing, working with the physical body that houses your spirit. As you step onto the Seodo and move into higher vibrations, the equation will change. We'll give you an illustration. Right now, you're roughly 80% physical, and only about 20% of your spirit gets to reveal itself from time to time. But we're going to shift that around. Yes, it's going to take some time, but just imagine what it would be like to have 50% of your spirit. Conscious creation. You also spend a lot of time taking care of your physical body right now. Even moving it from place to place takes incredible amounts of energy. What if you were 50% spirit and 50% physical? That would become much easier, and it's certainly something to look forward to. So, take that energy and put it into the healing circle right now. Close your eyes, open your heart, and tap into your mastery. You are master beings placed here with a gift of creation, but a blindfold keeps you from seeing it. Take a breath and open the heart chakra. Beam the light into a circle all around the globe. Right now, people are shining light from their heart chakras into that circle. Breathe it in, take it in. Beautiful. Take a deep breath and release. You are marvelous beings, and you knew this was going to happen before you came in. Most of you made extra sacred contracts just in case, and here you are. Well, guess what? It's time for them to unfold. Many of the Plan B, C, and D contracts that you put into motion for yourself are now starting to manifest. And those are the doors that will open for you. When you let them, play the game of pretending to be a human, but know that you are a creator being first. Love and gratitude hold the answers you seek. It is with the greatest of honor that we greet you in this way, not to tell you anything, but simply to remind you of who you are. You are magical beings, the greatest angels that have ever lived. Welcome home, dear ones. Treat each other with respect, nurture one another, and play well together. I am observer, and I like to watch. Underscore. Greetings, dear ones. I am the keeper of time. Walk with me for a moment. We have much to cover. The reality is that your energy is changing. You are creator beings, but you also create in unison. When the heart of the collective changes, everything starts moving in a slightly different direction. Yes, that is in motion now. Where will it lead? Well, that's up to you. You're not there yet, but it is in motion. That's a key element of it, because overcoming inertia in the very beginning is a key part of putting it all into motion. Creating in unison. When the observer came in, he was talking specifically about a very big event that's coming in the future. With your permission, I'd like to take you a little further into that. The interesting part is that it has been predestined. Yes, there are many things in place that you have set up. As we say around the big table, you made these contracts before you came in. You were able to bring them to you, so you could resolve them on the planet. You also have collective contracts that were set into motion before your entrance onto the game board. Those collective contracts are about to start moving, and you'll have many opportunities. In the beginning, almost everything looks like a problem. It's just the way humans deal with change. The reality is you don't handle change that well, but the process just needs to get moving. Once it's in motion, you can more easily direct everything. For instance, if you're in a car and try to turn the wheels while the steering wheel is locked, it's very difficult. But if you start pushing the car down a hill, then it becomes very easy to turn and change the direction of the motion. Well, that is very similar to what's going on here. Some big global events are about to unfold. They may look difficult in the beginning, but these are opportunities for massive change, and you'll be able to start working together. An opening for change. There is an opening in the energy coming. It may be a series of events that open it up, or you may simply have a feeling that the energy has changed. It is coming in late January or early February of this next year, 2023. You'll see different things open to produce this opportunity of change, but importantly, it's there to get your attention. You are the creator beings that have held this energy. You are the ones that have opened the door for all of humanity to take this step up into a higher vibration. Right now, you carry less of the physical body and more of the spirit. And that is what is coming ahead. Opportunities for the collective of all of humanity to figure out where you wish to be in this process. The word unprecedented doesn't even begin to cover this. Dear ones, you're being set up for the larger collective contract. What does that look like? That's up to you. So we're asking you the same questions. How is this going to play out? Is it important to know all the details? No, it isn't. This is the Great Reset. Living locally. Much is changing about the way you do things. You notice that as you came out of this virus and started traveling again, although you aren't actually out of this yet, and you had a major problem with your supply chains. The break in the supply chains caused other breaks. These same challenges over and again. Down the road, you're likely to have more of that too, for different reasons. But the most important thing we are going to suggest to you right now is to start buying food close to home. Especially if the food is raised close to home. It does your body more good. You live where you live for a reason, and your body has adjusted to those vibratory patterns. When you eat food that is raised in your area, you receive at least twice the amount of nutrition out of it, because your body's already in that vibrational state. You're aware that you get almost all of your bananas from one place on Earth, and that's true with a lot of the foods you eat. The important piece is to know that you're in charge. You have opportunities of recreating this in different ways, for the outcome is entirely up to you. And that's the most beautiful part of it. You are magnificent beings that are here by design. Not only do you have individual contracts that you set up around the big table before you came here, but more importantly, you're part of a collective contract. As part of the Lightworker family, you came in with this very specific intent. Some simply hold the energy, so the collective vibration of humanity could rise very, very slowly. And when the energy jumps, it's a major change, but humans don't do change well. So the idea is to bring it up slowly, which you have been doing. And now if the rug is pulled out from under you, you're in a state where you can balance more easily. Watch for this, not out of fear, but out of awareness. This doesn't mean that you can't go outside of your local area, but the more that you can localize your experience on Earth, the easier the days ahead will be. Live local, think local. There's a great deal taking place right now, and several collective contracts are starting to kick in. You'll see much more of it in about 3 months, so don't concern yourself with the details yet. And if it happens, that's fine, because it means the problems were straightened out before the event. Or if it does come, you're in the right spot at the right time, dear ones. There are many of you that have traveled back 300 years from the future just to be here now. And yes, you came back to shift things. Oh, we know you've got all these quantum challenges and ideas of altering the future by going to the past. None of that is the way that humans think about it. The reality is you're here. Now, does that mean you've traveled backwards in time for 300 years? No, you were born here, but your spirit had to be here at this time right now. You made it. Welcome home. Now, let's get busy. We send you the greatest warmth that we can. You're all part of this grand family, as you've gathered in different places throughout the universe. And here you are at a critical changing point on planet Earth. You made it. Welcome home. It's going to work. And with that, we leave you for the time being, knowing that you're part of a large group that has been throughout the universe. The family of Eve has been in many different places, and now decided to take off your wings and incarnate on a planet long enough to make a difference. Here you are. Welcome home. It's with the greatest of honor that we ask you to treat each other with respect, nurture one another at every opportunity, and play well together. I am the keeper of time, and I love you dearly. Espabro. Thank you for taking your power. Channeling, Steve Roeder.
message from Mother Earth. Know that you are different. Dear men and women, I am the voice of Earth. I greet you all. I welcome you who are in this small circle of people. Feel your body relax. You are born by me. I am the soul of the earth, the consciousness that permeates nature and thus also you, because, as a human being, you are part of nature. All the cells of your body, all the muscles, organs, blood, breathe the rhythm of my soul. You are connected to me, even though most people are hardly aware of this. Feel that connection now. Feel my rhythm, my breath. Also, if you are a woman, you are deeply joined to my heart, the heart of the earth. I am a female consciousness. I connect all things. Through the stones, the plants, the animals, the humans, flows the current of my consciousness. I link and I bear, I nourish and I cherish. But do not underestimate me. I also have a great strength in me. I can cause earthquakes and tidal waves and make volcanoes erupt. These are my elemental forces, never aggressive and focused on destruction, but rather on purposefully restoring balance. What is causing you to live in the greatest imbalance? Humanity's generation of so much mental energy, and that energy is affecting the entire earth. The energy of the head can be harsh and is often hostile toward the fundamental movements of life itself. You have all internalized that mental energy. But please do not misunderstand me. Thinking as a faculty of the human being is a good and valuable ability, and when joined with the heart and the soul, thinking gives many possibilities and creative powers. But if thinking is separate from life itself and no longer recognizes and values the consciousness in all living beings, then it leads you off track. Thinking then becomes separated from the whole and becomes violent, whether it is aware of this violence or not. When you are a woman, you have female energy in you, but you also have male energy in you just as men have female energy in them. And as a soul, you are universal, which means you have both energies in you. Yet, as a woman, you have a certain access to the female energy that is not given to a man. Like me, you have the power within you to join with everything that manifests itself on earth and to nourish unity. In the same way as I do, you have the power within you to create unity, and this is the power of your heart. You, those to whom I speak, have an open heart and want to alleviate suffering in the world. You are joined to the oneness of everything and feel in your soul a desire to contribute to the restoration of balance on earth and of humanity. This is your calling. But at the same time, you are also a human being who is incarnated here and has been submerged in this earthly reality. You have become lost and derailed here, and the linking power that you carry within you can have a very painful side. There is an intense longing in you for connection, a desire to be a healing presence in every relationship. You are like an angel here on earth who is called to spread light, but you are also human, a human child. You are damaged emotionally, and I see that the linking, connecting power in you has caused you the most pain. You have been sadly disappointed by it. Not everyone can receive what you have to offer. Not everyone can go along with your depth, your penetrating vision in your life, and that hurts you. This theme plays itself out in both your personal relationships and your work and creative endeavors. You want to manifest from your soul, and this is a deep urge that comes from within you. Yet at the same time, you have to deal with resistance in people and in the world around you that throws you back onto yourself. And then you wonder, why is it not working? Am I in the right place here? What am I doing here? This is a sad and very difficult quandary for you to be in because you often then deny your own life and you doubt your true nature. I want to reach out my hand to you because it is extremely important that you continue to believe in your life and its destiny. Your life contributes to the whole. It is not just about you as an individual. You were called to be here on earth and you answered that call from a soul level. However, it is hard to remember, after you become a human being, why it is that you are here. You need to remind yourself that your light is pure and true, that it originates from a source of love and a desire for truth and openness. If you are someone who feels this urge for union, for love and truth, it is first of all important to realize that you are different and that you are bringing something new. While a child does everything to adapt in order to fit in and to belong and be protected, there is something in your soul that goes against that desire and does not want to adapt to old structures, to energies that repress and conceal. You want to throw off the veil of the old and to break through. This is an impulse in you that goes very deep and you will never be able to deny it. You can see how this happens. The child in you is looking for protection and safety, but cannot find it in an environment that is based on old energies, so the child always feels alone and extremely vulnerable. Yet it is precisely in those moments when you are called, as a soul, the angel in you, to protect this child and to nurture it, while also letting your inner light shine forth like a forerunner, someone who brings something new. It calls for a powerful inner awakening in order for you to put your arms around your inner child so it can be free of the need for recognition and appreciation from the outer world. Recognition and appreciation from others can be empowering, but only if you first see your own worth. Then your inner worth combines with what you receive from others. However, if you do not value yourself, and you are looking too much for external confirmation, then you put pressure on the inner child to conform to the old role of someone who adapts, who does not really show itself. There must come a moment when you let go of the need for the approval of others and you stand alone and stand up for yourself. And this must happen eventually, because this is the only way you can really be yourself in this reality in your soul's calling manifest. When you do this by withdrawing your energy from the outer world and you focus completely on protecting and nourishing your inner child, you then become greater. And when you do this, your soul's energy becomes more tangible and manifests in this world. It is also important to know that not everyone is ready for your light. You need to be attuned, through your connection with your inner child, in order to know where it feels good to let your light flow and to where it can be received. In ending, I ask you to consider this image for a moment. Imagine that a light is burning in your heart, an inner sun, and descend into this light with your awareness. Imagine that a child lives in your abdomen who knows and feels blessed and protected by your sunlight. The deepest longing of your inner child is for you to be aware that you are great and precious. Feel the connection between your heart and your abdomen. Now take an everyday situation in your life about which you have questions, something which causes you confusion. Imagine that you stand in the midst of this situation with your awareness centered in your heart. Your heart is open and ready to connect outwardly, but you also sense that your inner child will be in a situation that cannot fully receive it. Look closely at the situation and sense if your light can flow into that situation, if it can be well received there, and if your inner child is comfortable and safe there. If you feel that your light cannot be sufficiently received by a particular situation or by certain people, then know it is not for you to do so. It is a matter of being attuned to the situation, and you may withdraw from it if it is not right for you. Give your light to people, to situations, that can appreciate and absorb it. Then your light flows easily and you receive back in many ways. And that is the intention. Balance is the intention. It is not as if you are just a giver. It is about nourishment that comes full circle. What you give, you will receive back if you give with respect for yourself and your own limitations. This is a very important lesson for sensitive people who easily attune to others and who tend to give too much. Be aware of who you are, your greatness, and that not everyone can receive you, that you carry within an inner child who has been wounded and who needs nurturing and protection. Once you realize this, everything changes. You stand more firmly in yourself and you radiate light. Thank you so much for your attention. life and be free. As with most people, through my life I have experienced fear and anxiety. It first reared its ugly head when I was around 10 years of age, and this was due to my parents' relationship. My father was an alcoholic who spent as much time as possible in the pubs, and my mother wasn't going to take that lying down, so to speak. This resulted in arguments and sometimes physical fights, and I used to dread these times. This continued for 4 to 5 years, much of which my stomach was in constant knots 24/7. My stomach was a pit of nervousness which never left me during that time. My parents divorced when I was 14, and as peace came over the home, my stomach butterflies gradually, over time, dissipated. However, through my life, when stressful moments arose, the stomach knots would reappear, as I believe most people experience. I do understand that we are here to experience as many emotions as possible, but for me, I didn't need any more of this debilitating lower vital energy. Fast forward a few years, and as a parent, wage earner, and homeowner, a few things would bring back the stomach knots. Most often this would be caused by money worries. A letter from the tax people telling me I owed money, bank interest rates on the rise when I was due to renew my mortgage. These things would be like a punch to the gut and would lower my vibration terribly. This would affect my life. I couldn't enjoy things at that level of vibration. The usual things like giving the kids a hug as they were leaving for school, things that gave me that warm and fuzzy feeling would barely register through the fear and anxiety. It changed my immediate reality, a reality which viewed everything through a different lens, a negative lens that colored everything in a lower vibration, the vibration that blocks happiness and joy. It just cannot shine through, and to make things worse, you are now manifesting more of it because of how you are focusing at these times. There is no need for fear. I did find ways to cope with that, and much of it was sitting down with my wife and talking it over, etc. That would really help, but I just didn't want that fear and anxiety in my life at all. There's absolutely no need for it. Fear and anxiety are man-made illusions. No other animal experiences these negative emotions. They exist on instinct, fight or flight. They don't spend their lives in fear. Fear and anxiety are such unnecessary, debilitating emotions. They serve no positive purpose, except to hang a dark cloud over your life and change your immediate reality to one in which you are now manifesting more of the same negativity. It's just how reality creation works. Every situation is neutral. It is we who color a situation positive, negative, or neutral, and we do so from our perspectives, our experiences. So why do we allow such negativity into our lives, when we have all the abilities to choose not to, and all the abilities to navigate challenges without fear? For those of us who became aware of spirituality during their lives, myself being one, although a late starter, and also aware of things such as the law of attraction and the idea we actually create our reality, fear is the wet blanket or dark cloud thrown over our state of being. This merely serves to undo or act as a disruption to the good work we do manifesting our desires. It's an Achilles heel in our reality. Why do we suffer from these illusions, and what purpose do they serve, if any? They don't. You could maybe argue that they make us act because we are in trouble, but that is nonsense. We are quite capable of acting on information or situations that require it. We don't need them. Added burden of being dragged down by gut-wrenching nervousness and fear. What is the root cause of our fear? So why do we experience it, and what causes it? One word: ego. Without ego in the third density, we wouldn't be who we are. We need ego, but ego is ego and wants to be the boss, which is fine, except we are in a new era, an era of rapidly increasing frequencies, we are gradually ascending, and many are already living much of their lives in what is often called the fourth density and sometimes in the fifth density. This is wonderful for us, but the ego feels it is being left behind as we rely and commune more and more with our higher selves and our guides. Ego will try everything to get your attention, especially with negativity. Ego will be like, we have a letter from the tax office. This is serious. You need to be nervous. The war looks like it may go nuclear. You must be in fear of this. But ego doesn't need to do this at all. I talk with my ego and explain what is happening, that as we gradually ascend, the higher self will begin taking the reins, that we are a team and ego will always play a vital role, and there's no need to bring unnecessary negativity to my state of being. I am seeing increasingly more people talking of their fears and anxieties on certain social media groups. Is this a reflection of the new times we are living in? Is a byproduct of these higher frequency times an amplification of emotions? Quite possibly, but word is as our vibrations rise, we manifest much quicker, which means that when we are in a vibration of fear or anxiety, we either unwittingly turn off our positive manifestations or unconsciously manifest negativity. Okay, so what can we do to stop the unnecessary fear vibrations? One answer: tame the ego. How I tamed my ego. I have seen videos and read pieces about how to stop fear and anxiety, but they haven't worked. For me, I can only share what did work for me 100%, how I tamed my ego so it never even tries to introduce lower vibrations into my state of being. The stomach knots no longer happen, then. Unnecessary lower vibrations are history. Imagine that. For me, this happened quite naturally and organically. I didn't get the idea from anywhere else. It just started happening by itself. Anytime I felt another stomach knot forming, my mind would float above my head, about 2 or 3 feet above my head, looking down at my physical head. In between my mind and head were 3 or 4 interlocked, smooth, flat stones which just blocked out the view of my physical head. Golden liquid love poured out from the middle of those stones, over the edges, and down over my head like a golden waterfall which completely covered my physical head at the same time obliterating all negativity to the point where the stomach knot never took root. It just disappeared. This happened for about 3 weeks until ego simply stopped trying to get my attention with fear. I liken it to breaking in a raging bull or wild stallion. Once ego is tamed, it ceases to be a problem. It becomes a team player and stops trying to get your attention with fear. When this happens, it is life-changing. It's like a quantum leap for your emotions and state of being, and you are free. Free to focus on the now, to choose to be happy in each moment, from moment to moment. Free to consciously manifest at all times because of your new state of being. It is like crossing a bridge, leaving the unnecessary old ways behind. Apart from being free from fear and anxiety, which is sheer bliss, the mind is now free and clear to manifest your desires without them being hijacked by negative thoughts. My first real test. A few weeks after I had tamed my ego, I received a call from the tax office. This would usually have me in a downward spiral, indefinitely with knots in my stomach, but not this time. I remained calm and neutral and discussed everything in a rational way, just as we should. No nerves, no stress, no worry, and no ego required. I sincerely hope this helps with your unnecessary fears and anxieties, for they are nothing but a millstone around your neck. We are in a new era and need to learn how to be fully in control of our lives and state of being. Mastering yourself today is vital to maximizing the potential of your incarnation and taming them. Ego goes a long way to doing so. I am not saying I have mastered myself, but I do know I have been fortunate enough to lose them. Fear millstone around my neck and am free. Mike Quincy's higher self, in turmoil. The civilization upon Earth is in a turmoil trying to cope with changes being forced upon it that are causing so many problems throughout the world. It is inevitable now that you are passing through a period of great pressure calling for a new way of life. A new life that dispenses with the old ways that have since ceased to be adequate for a civilization that is taking a new path that leads to peaceful coexistence. The problem is that few are ready for such monumental changes, yet the desire for a better way of life free from the threat of wars and the inequality has existed for a very long time. The future offers you opportunities to break the mold and set people free from famine or worse, and allow them to experience a simple life that holds happiness and freedom for all. It is in your destiny and simply awaits for peace to descend upon earth to share the bounties equally so that all can enjoy life in a land of plenty free from all hostilities. It has to come soon as part of your evolution and for those souls ready for a greater and more fulfilling experience. It is in your hands and positive thinking for your future will help speed up the changes. However, life moves on and humanity has to get used to changing from what they were familiar with and try to understand the necessity for changes that will speed you into a new era. Be assured that it will be a great leap forward when you will find yourselves enjoying a better way of life. Obviously, as the vibrations increase, so will the negative energies reduce until a time comes when they will be non-existent. The Dark Ones will only leave when forced to do so and will have no option but to comply. Karma will no longer be carried forward and lessons that needed to be learned will have been dealt with. The future will be enjoyable and give you peace to follow your intuition and life plan. You will be sufficiently evolved to be positive in all activities that will still be arranged to enable you to continue growing. In such times you will be able to visit other planets and meet your fellow travelers. Until now the Earth has been quarantined to keep the lower energies in place and not allow them to interfere with other civilizations, and you will soon be released from them. It is time now to allow your thinking to include other civilizations you will meet who are far more evolved than you. They will have a lot to offer and help you understand what the changes mean and how they will affect you in a very acceptable way. You are travelers of the cosmos in the making, and it has always been your destiny. Thinking positively of the future will hasten it into being as many of you are now ready for such experiences. We have told you many times that you are much more evolved than you realize, and have only been held back to keep you focused on the tasks you have been given. There will always be a greater life plan as you experience each stage of evolution, and so many of you have successfully met the challenge. You are on the verge of being cosmic beings, and that is your rightful level. So think of your future on a wider spectrum and make allowance for skills and abilities that may have seemed beyond your reach. We will as always be with you guiding your efforts to remain positive regardless of what is happening around you. Keep centered at all times and stay positive, and you will continue on your path, and keeping calm will be your aim and your protection. Do not be thrown off your path by attempts to upset you and destroy your composure. Be assured it can be done, and as always we will be with you helping where we can. Many of you have traveled this path several times, and having learned the lessons presented to you are on the verge of ascending. One day you will look back at your life and realize that it was perfectly planned to ensure your continuing evolution through your many lives. You have never been without help from beings who themselves have passed through the same challenges presented to you. Always know that there is a greater plan for your advancement, so you can be assured that whatever effort you put in will be well rewarded. We know you better than yourselves, which is why we can give you sensible advice that is in line with your needs. No one wants you to fail except the Dark Ones, yet even they are also working out their life plan. They too will one day recognize and acknowledge the greater truth as all souls do on their journey home. We know that life is hard going for so many souls, but be assured everyone is exactly where they should be. All work to a plan, yet it allows for free will so that you may fully express yourselves. It is how you grow in wisdom, and lessons learned are never forgotten. You are only an aspect of your true self when on earth and equipped with what you need to fulfill your life plan. Words are sometimes inadequate, but you will get a feeling of the message because you are inwardly aware. You might call it psychic, that many of you are. Indeed, you have far more ability than you may imagine. Think positively at all times and know you will not be given tasks on earth that are beyond your ability. Again, we remind you that we are aware of you and follow your actions with guidance if necessary. I leave you with love and blessings, and may the light brighten your days and path to completion. This message comes through my higher self, my God self, and every soul has the same connection to God. In love and light. The Council, a message to the people of Earth. People of Earth, we want to familiarize you with a different civilization, a different way of living. Ours is a peaceful society. You can say, integrated. There's harmony between the members, there's freedom of course, and a consensus to live our highest and operate at our highest with one another. That is not to say there will not be different opinions, but we seek to always find common grounds. It doesn't mean we sacrifice. It means we see how another may be diminished by our idea and we get creative instead. We want to first extend our admiration to a society, a people with total amnesia, for that came as a surprise to us, that it is even a possibility, and yet we witness the acts of compassion, of courage, the strength you summon within to rise above the drama unfolding in your world, even your own lives, and we want to extend our admiration. For if you can do this much with total amnesia of who you are as source energy, then imagine what you can do, had you only known what you are made of. We are all sisters and brothers in this immense universe of ours, for there are many universes, countless as a matter of fact. And while some of us have crossed the threshold, no one is willing to leave before the rest of the universe is also complete, and by that we mean evolved to the next level. Hence, cooperation is required, and there are many species already extending their love, their helping hands to the people of Earth. But it is you who must do the work. It is you who must find it within yourself to forgive and move on, to see brighter for everyone, to rise above the differences in opinion and lifestyles, above the labels of right and wrong. It is you who must rise before we are to ever make contact. No species will come and rescue you. That is not the way. You've seen how, in the past, when a species came, you made gods of it, and so this is not the way we desire to help you or make contact either. We want to meet on equal ground, brothers meeting brothers, equal in armor and skills, sisters meeting sisters, equal in compassion and will, as you greet a family member you love there on earth. The roads are endless and they will lead you astray. There's one sure way to the light, to the fullness and wholeness of you, and that's you. Don't be stuck in the 3D forms and concepts. We too have bodies, we too live in 3D, but we have moved beyond the attachments to 3D concepts. The stuff is there for our enjoyment and sharing. We're not afraid the stuff will run out, for we'll always make more. We want to come in peace, in cooperation, in harmony with you, rather, or wait for you to come so with us. There's much to be said, but for now, we will leave you with the words, it is possible. The day will come when contact will be a thing of daily occurrence, but nothing will land until you are ready. And it is not about the government and political leaders, it's about the people. When people rise as one, they can overthrow any government. It is time you all stand as one family, one people. Heed our words, people of Earth. The time is coming when you need to stand up as one united field, force, people. We will introduce ourselves another time, for we have much time to prepare and get acquainted. to use this information. The things that we think about when we want to see. Time flies like an arrow, but fruit flies like a tree. Fruit flies don't fly like a wind. Even bananas probably don't fly like leaves. Not like something like a fly. You see, I'm just saying that fruit flies like a wind. Okay. I'm sorry. The other day I slipped and forgot. I still feel the reason in water. Sorry if I don't make much sense. Just imagine also didn't make much sense after listening to everything from two. He was a little young fellows who didn't do the whole school who considered him useless. Once a few was up on one of the men about some cattle, and after seeing a few of their report, Jason was just about to go in. Before you knew it, he'd been thinking about his dead right human, and the first thing he left there for centuries. People at hospitals have been going after diagnosing issues in their kidney, taking away from the organ. In Jason's case, however, things were far worse. He, almost overnight, developed an increase in overall and general person interface. He would wash his hands over and over, and completely locked himself in the school. It was during one of his many hand washers that he noticed the daughter screaming out the sea.
Divine potential in our new solar reality. The company of heaven has revealed that the first critical step will be for our presence to begin activating the linking abilities encoded within our 12 fifth-dimensional crystalline solar strands of DNA. This facet of our awakening process is, in fact, what our Father and Mother God have indicated is the greatest need of the hour at this time. That is why the divine mission for the 37th Annual World Congress on Illumination is for awakening humanity to flow through the mighty transformer through which the light of God will flow to accomplish the unprecedented activation of awakening abilities within humanity's fifth dimension of DNA. In order for us to grasp the magnitude of just what this means, the company of heaven is reminding us of how limited the scientific knowledge about our DNA, our brains, and our consciousness really is. For example, it is estimated that we only use about 10% of our brain capacity. Not long ago, scientists also claimed that approximately 98% of our DNA is junk DNA. In most cases, science does not know anything at all about consciousness and how it affects us or how it is formed, developed, and raised. There is a lot of talk and outright concern about artificial intelligence at this time. The beings of light said it is not a coincidence that this information is being brought into our awareness now. The concept of artificial intelligence is causing us to stretch our imaginations and to contemplate the potential of what humanity can accomplish beyond their current abilities. The problem is that artificial intelligence is only programmed with what we think we know and plan to develop by creating new patterns from the limited and often flawed information programmed into what science erroneously perceives to be the truth. Unfortunately, there is always the possibility that unawakened people will use artificial intelligence in ways that are not beneficial to the masses of humanity. The fear, however, that artificial intelligence will overtake the intelligence and brain capacity of humanity, thus eliminating the human race, is not a possibility. We are multidimensional beings, and the sons and daughters of God, all that our Father and Mother God, that is ours. As we activate the latent abilities within our fifth dimensional DNA and reach into higher and higher levels of divine consciousness, we will easily prove that artificial intelligence cannot hold a candle to the capacities encoded within our fifth dimensional DNA and the full expression of our multidimensional divine consciousness. We get glimpses of the multidimensional aspects of our divine potential every now and then through what seems to be the anomalies of people we refer to as geniuses or protégés or savants. The company of heaven said that these rare demonstrations are, at most, barely tapping into the most basic initial aspects of humanity's full multidimensional consciousness. What our Father and Mother God are now referring to as the greatest need of the hour for humanity in our new solar reality is quite different than anything we have ever experienced or observed in the past. Our I Am Presence has been developing the latent abilities encoded within our fifth dimension of DNA since our inception when we were first breathed forth from the heart of our Father and Mother God. This is an ongoing process and will continue and expand with every step of our evolution. evolutionary process back to the heart of our Father, Mother God, the source of all that is. Our godparents are now assuring us that within the frequencies of our new solar reality, we now have the ability to activate a substantial portion of these latent abilities in our DNA. We are being told that this activation will catapult humanity, the elemental kingdom and Mother Earth, into much higher levels of divine consciousness than we have known so far. For us to comprehend just what that means, it is important for us to realize that these latent abilities contain the viable heart-based solutions to every malady and miscreation humanity has either deliberately or inadvertently created since our fall from grace eons ago. This means there is a heart-based solution for every single thing that is manifesting in the outer world that is not reflecting the original divine plan for Mother Earth, which is heaven on earth. As I mentioned, the divine mission for the 37th Annual World Congress on Illumination, which will take place August 12th to 17th, 2023, in Tucson, Arizona, is for awakening humanity to co-create the mighty transformer through which the light of God will flow to accomplish the unprecedented activation of the latent abilities within humanity's fifth dimensional DNA. Under the guidance of our Father, Mother God, and the company of heaven, this vitally important facet of our divine plan will be accomplished through the unified efforts of heaven and earth in two parts. To initiate the first part of this plan, our Father, Mother God sent forth a clarion call appealing to the ion presence and the inner knowing of light workers around the world. This clarion call revealed that the earth is moving into uncharted frequencies of light which will help the ion presence of every person to activate the latent abilities encoded within our fifth dimensional DNA. The new light our Father, Mother God referred to in their clarion call is the solar reality that Mother Earth ascended into during the powerful eclipse series that was brought to fruition on May 5th, 2023. Our Father, Mother God revealed that now that we have ascended into the frequencies of solar light, Mother Earth is now abiding in. Humanity, in collaboration with the heavenly realms, is in the position to activate the latent abilities encoded within our fifth dimensional DNA.
No, the
Our
kitty
godparents affirmed that
was
in order
chasing
to
the
accomplish
mouse.
this facet of the divine plan, it is necessary for embodied light workers to gather together physically. Through our unified heart flames, we will serve as surrogates on behalf of the rest of humanity as we co-create the mighty transformer through which the light of God will flow to activate the latent abilities within the fifth dimensional DNA of every man, woman, and child on earth. The Orion presence has magnetized this clarion call of our Father, Mother God into your sphere of awareness for a reason. So, listen to your heart and you will know if you are one of the essential light workers around the world that has selflessly volunteered to be physically present for this important facet of God's unfolding divine plan. Every light worker will be in his or her right and perfect place.
Oh, you want it out?
Is that you respond to
So you have my
your
room,
presence is
some
guiding you
dance
to do.
and stuff.
If your own presence is guiding you,
That sounds
to
like a
physically
good idea.
present within the portal of light in Tucson, Arizona, then know that your own presence and the company of heaven will assist
Yeah,
you
we
in
can do
paving
some
the
of
way.
that tomorrow. It's Sunday.
This is true whether you need assistance with time, energy, or money to accomplish this facet of your unique divine mission.
You want us to take the futon out?
Prepared to serve
What are
in
you
this
gonna do with
powerful
it?
way on behalf of the masses
Put
of
it on the
humanity
roof?
will know who they are through the inner
Go
promptings
hang out
of
on
the
the
divine
roof?
plan. So listen to your heart and trust your inner guidance. Your light is needed
I'm
now.
so tired.
I
know, I can't sleep.
Physically present. The second part of this divine mission involves light workers
I don't know.
joining consciousness from the points of light around the world.
I'm thinking too.
These
Because
light
I'm the
workers
same
will
way.
project the light
And your
flowing
dad
through their
is
heart flames
definitely
into the
not
portal of light where the
like
light
us.
workers are physically gathered in
He
Tucson,
does not like to
Arizona.
skip it.
This will
It's so
exponentially
funny.
expand our
No,
unified
KK.
efforts. Beginning each day
No.
at the physical 37th WCI,
You can
we
do
will have a
those.
1-hour online virtual activity of light. This daily activity of light will be offered free of charge for everyone around the world who wants to weave their magnificent light into this vitally important facet of our ascension process.
I don't know what I want to
we will
paint this
create
one.
the sacred space for the powerful events the company of heaven will guide us through during the
You got all
rest of
these
that
scary
day.
monsters on this one.
Dear one, It is with infinite gratitude
It's
that our
like,
Father and Mother God
I
bless you
have,
for your willingness to be the
what
open
is that,
door for the light of God that will
Hellraisers,
accomplish
that
this essential
guy,
facet of
and I got
humanity's
a
essential
Reaper,
process.
I've got
God bless you.
Frankenstein, The Grudge,
Michael,
Michael, Jason, Pinhead, Chucky, then the Scarecrow, Werewolf, the Exorcist. That's a lot of them. I got them all in there though. I don't know. I have to figure something different. I'm trying to figure something to do different.
Wait, who's controlling the speaker?
It's just going.
Family, hope all is well, man. Shout out to my day ones. Shout out to my new subscribers, man.
What is that?
Shout out to my soul
The
family.
stand. It's like a stand to hold your
Man,
phone.
shout out to the YouTubers, man. I
Yeah.
love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here, man.
Talk about a friend of
If this your
mine.
first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also make sure you hit the notification bell so anytime I go live, you can be in tune, family. Remember, all of my messages on social media platforms, all my information in the description, children. Please be aware of the standards, man. I got a lot of people trying to impersonate me at this time. Just know that I would never reach out to you first, man. Never. Understand that? Understand that, man. I want to give a special shout out real quick to my soul family members, man. Thank y'all so much for being here, man. Like for real, man. I want to give a special
Like
shout
for
out
real,
to.
not the fake.
I want to give a special shout out to Indigo Lowe Blue for becoming a chosen one. Peace and prosperity, family. Welcome to the team. Also, I want to give a special shout out to Jess Harris for becoming a
Paintbrush to
consular.
this one.
Come on,
But
man.
you can
Peace
only
and
use
prosperity,
black.
family. Man, welcome to the team, man. Welcome to the team. Also, want to give a special shout out to Taylor Made for their donation. Peace and prosperity, Queen. You know I like special.
Look, I even got
I
a
see. Also, want to give a special shout out to Coco Divine. Thank y'all so
little
much for
thing
y'all.
of black
I'm telling
paint and paintbrush.
You are on the right path, family. Understand that. Understand that, man. Whoever I'm talking to right now, family. Whoever I'm talking to right now. So many people are in epiphany stages because of the action they took towards you, man. A lot of people are in their minds. Number one, because you're not coming back. Number two, because they realize that they took things too far, children. And number three, because you pulled your power away. So you have people in your life that are designed to destroy you and keep you in a low vibration. But the most high has to lift you. Shout out to Sharon for becoming a soul family. Look, peace and prosperity, family. Welcome to the team, man. Welcome to the team. See, who I'm speaking to right now, you are royalty. You are somebody that everybody knows. You have that it factor about you. But see, sometimes you don't see it. You don't see it because of the way people treat you. You don't see it because of your past. Or you don't see it because of your background, because you grew up in the hood. And the most high needs you to understand that you have to go through situations to show people that you can make it out.
Alright, hand me that one.
And I'm gonna keep real, soldier.
Oh my god,
Everybody that you make in life, you were sent to help them change. You have a lot of people that are in stages right now. They
do you want one to look at? You can look at that one. You can draw a witch up there.
Is the reason
Or
why their life is in
it
shambles
don't matter.
right now.
And don't worry about it if you spill something or
I'm here to return
I don't care about messes.
Return the sin
Give me that notebook
tenfold,
though.
because they took it too far.
There we go.
And let me tell you
Okay.
something. I want to say congratulations.
So I gotta finish
Because some
that
of the things
one.
that you've been through,
I have
you need
black
some coaching
paint
about it.
and
Or you supposed to
I
be
guess
going
you could
through the
use
rest of
white
your life.
too.
See, you've seen through the matrix. Because everything is starting to come to you now. You realizing that you're not crazy. You realizing that what you feel is what you feel. You realizing that you do got Judases in your life, so the Most High says it's very important at this time to not ignore your intuition because how you feel is about. See, I promise you, a lot of people didn't think you was this powerful, chosen. I promise you, a lot of people didn't think you was strong. A lot of people didn't think you was this anointed, chosen. They didn't think you was this talented because of what you've been through. Because you was in a dark state of mind. See, when they fail to realize that everything is only temporary, chosen.
Temporary.
See, they caught you in a temporary bad state. That wasn't forever. That was just right then, when you didn't have nowhere to stay there, when you didn't have no money, or when you didn't have no car, or when you was in a low place because you just got out of a relationship, or because you went to prison, or because you had an addiction. See, a lot of people caught you when you was in a low vibrational state. They thought that was your life. They thought that was your life, so imply it. They thought that you was an easy victim. They said nobody gonna care about her. Nobody gonna care about him. But see, they didn't understand that the Most High care about you. The Most High anointed you. The Most High hid you in plain sight, children. A lot of people realize that you can never judge a book by its cover. That's facts. You are on a lot of people's minds because they realize that the things they've been doing to you in secret. This is why their life is the way it is. Some people realize that you did not deserve what you went through. But at the same time, you got people that still don't care what you went through. And this is the season where you got to recognize the energy. Because I'm really feeling like because a lot of people going through karma, you're going to have people try to come into your life, children, try to come back and give you offers, or try to come back and give you something that's already yours. I'm giving inheritance to somebody. I'm giving a large lump sum of something. It could be probably anything. That's for somebody specific. Take the rest and leave the rest. I really feel like that people are so like this in so much shadows right now. They are being forced to give you what's yours. That's why I say it's very important. You got to worry about everything. Realize everything is in the right time. So the Most High said you weren't ready for it then when they tried to take it. You weren't in the right mind state. You ready now. I promise you, family, they are in shambles because of what they've done. This is the season where you got to forgive and release and move on. Because when you go on children, only for your lives and not theirs. Because the Most High got something special planned for you because you've been putting in work this whole time. And when everybody else lost faith, you kept it.
You want to use the other colors, you can. There is a red lid underneath that table. See it? There's a big square lid. Grab it, and then you can squirt any of these paints on. Yeah, you can put any paint on it. Other brushes too, right here. They're bigger. You just have to pull them out of this big water thing. And then you can dry them on your towel. This one's a good one. I like this one. Oh wait, it's hard.
So I'm gonna tell
There's
you
a bunch of colors. The big ones look like that color. If you want it, I don't care what you do. I'll get new canvas, so I'll have blank ones soon.
If you are receiving, I want to see you putting green hearts in the chat right now. Because you know I'm talking to you, sis. You know I'm talking to you, bro. You know this for a fact. You are elevated, bro. Stop expecting you go people pleasing. The Most High say you can't hang around the same people no more. The Most High say you can't work in the same job no more. The Most High said you gotta leave this level. We are stuck in the growth. You are not sleeping anymore, children. The Most High said you're ready for everything you ever asked for. But remember, you
All kinds of colors. That's neon. It glows in the dark.
Understand that. I'm gonna grab a spirit animal card and see what your spirit animals have to say to you at this time. Because you are somebody that's very in tune with nature. You're somebody, for real, to be honest, children, I really feel like you're somebody that like quiet, man. You know, you like hearing the birds chirp, and you like, hearing, the bees hit the flowers, and you just like watching nature. Like, you're somebody that probably like watching the animal channel. That's what somebody specific. You love the way of life of animals. You realize that they are definitely corresponding with us. You are somebody's very, very quiet. You like the quietness. You do, children. We got the wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom, children. The wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Because you've been through a lot of trial and tribulation. The most I said, turn it into wisdom. Use it to fuel you. Don't let it hinder you, children. Let me repeat that. The most I said, turn knowledge into wisdom. Use it to fuel you. Don't let it hinder you, children. I know it's a bad experience. I know that you didn't know what to do. I know sometimes you didn't feel like you can make it. But the most I said,
Do whatever
you knew
you
that
want
something
to do.
was
You
different
can
about
paint
you
over
the
it
whole
if
time.
you don't like it. And I got a blow dryer. It makes it dry quick.
You realize you was never doing nothing to people. It was
I
your
mess
life,
up
children.
all the
The
time
most I
and
said,
redo
turn knowledge
stuff.
into wisdom.
I get different ideas.
Understand that you are powerful. You definitely be 67 years old or 76 years old. Or I really felt that you have an individual that's these ages that actually is in a pivotal stage right now, children. Because they turn their knowledge to wisdom and realize that you are the real chosen one. Shout out to Jacqueline, prayer 555. Come on with the confirmation now. Peace and prosperity, Queen. You know I have a special prayer for you. I said a lot of people realize that you are the real deal, chosen one. They've been lying on you for a long time. They said that you was fake. They said that you weren't talented. They said all these things. But ever since you walked away and you started living your life, they realized that you are the real deal. Your birthday could definitely be 420, man. Or you could be seeing 420. We definitely have it in the chat right now. You are the real deal, chosen. So many people they are in different stages. So this is the season where you gotta own the power. Own the power because you made it, chosen. Understand that, understand that, family. I'm gonna grab an archangel card to see what your archangels have to say to you at this time. I don't know why I'm never. I'm hearing the name Unique. I'm hearing the name Brittany for some reason. Jonathan, Carlos. I'm hearing the name Valerie. I'm hearing the birthday of 2011. I don't know why I said 2011. I'm feeling that shit. Your birthday could be February 11th, children. February 11th can be significant to somebody. 211, man. You are somebody that's walking towards love and partnership because it's what you manifest. I really feel like you got a partner that's in anxiety, man. They could have been one of these names because they realized that they missed the best thing that happened to them. That's facts. Look, confirmation. You heard that, right? Confirmation, man. This could be your twin flame too. That's just somebody specific. That's facts. You got a peace of mind now, children. Your angels had to go hard for you. Shout out to Sam Tiffany for that 111. Peace and prosperity, Queen. You know I got a special prayer for you. I say, act with wisdom. Use information for the highest good. Come on, man. You ready to hit that light button right now? I'm getting too excited, man. I'm getting too excited. Shout out to Kay for becoming the chosen one. Peace and prosperity, family. You know that special prayer for you. I say, listen, you've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, family. We got 2 cards of wisdom already. The first 2 cards, we talk about wisdom. You are old soul, family. You are old soul. We got turn knowledge into wisdom, the will spirit. And we also got act with wisdom and grace. Use information for your highest good, family. You have a story to tell, man. What you've been through is your testimony. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. What you've been through is your testimony, man. It's not meant to hurt you. It's not meant to make you feel less than. The Most High said, I made you feel that because you are inspiring, man. You are inspiring. You have a lot of wisdom. I'm talking to an inspiration, man. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. You are inspiration, family. You are inspiration. And also hear that you start to realize that a lot of people was wearing, they was trying to play sheep in wolf clothing, family. A lot of Jews in your family. This is why you turn your wisdom into praise. Because you got to understand that, you were asleep at one point in time, man. Your love and the way that you was feeling with people was blocking you because you refused to see them in that dark light. But see, the Most High had to make you and force you to see them. Because I told you, your purpose is way bigger than just people around you. Everything is temporary when it comes to the chosen. You got a mission all over the world, not just in your city, in your state, children. Understand that, man. I'm talking to a powerful right worker. Your favorite color can definitely be yellow, man. I'm feeling that yellow vibe. Maybe you love sunflowers. Or maybe you feel so connected to the sun. Maybe sun god Ra could definitely be significant to somebody. Remember, take the resident test. If it's not you, it's not you, chosen. But I really feel like you might consider yourself as a sun child. Like it's like everywhere you go, you just love being in the sun because it heals you. It helps you. You know I'm speaking to you, children. You are elevated. You're starting to come into your proper self. The Most High said it's very important for you to take this time to realize why you've been through the things you've been through. It wasn't meant to destroy you, man. It was only meant to awaken you. We got 2 cars of wisdom out here. The first 2 cars, man. You have so much experience. You have so much knowledge. You have so much insight on things that people need help with. Come on, man. Don't talk to me, man. Your life is tough, man. But now you see why. Because the Most High is using you as a vessel. See, you never thought you were this powerful back then. But now you realize how powerful you are now. That's facts. I want to see somebody put in the chat right now. I am so powerful. I want to see somebody put in the chat right now. I am so powerful, because you got to realize how far you came and look where you at now. I'm not just talking about, oh, I'm just somewhere where I ain't got no money. I'm talking about everything you overcame, them addictions. That wrong path that they try to make you walk. All the mistakes you made, children. You being blind and not seeing clearly. I'm talking about that, children. So you got to understand, you made it too. Just so the Most High can acknowledge you, children. This is what you asked for. You always been overlooked your whole life. Be careful what you ask for, because it just might show what you're for. That's fact. That's facts. See, the Most High care about you so much. The Most High will not give you what you think you deserve until you will. Yes, you qualify for the job, sis. Yes, you qualify for the job, bro. But the Most High said you gotta know that you qualify, and not just feel like you qualify. You gotta know this, because this is who you are. This is not nothing temporary. This is your lifestyle. This is who you are. When you wake up, you're chosen. When you go to sleep, you're chosen. When you're eating, you're chosen. When you're showering, you're chosen. Every day you're chosen, even if you're having a bad day. That's just a chosen one having a bad day. That's it. The Most High needs you to understand you're chosen every day, chosen. Let me repeat that. You chosen every day. We all gonna make mistakes. Live with it, chosen. Stop asking that. I'm here to stop asking that, man. That's what I'm here. I gotta get on you, sis. I gotta get on you, bro. Because you keep asking to be chosen. You keep asking. I don't want to write back one time. You keep asking, well, did I supposed to do this? Did I miss something? The Most High said you need to look within. Every day I show you chosen. Every day I make you feel these colors, because you know who you are. Stop questioning that. Stop questioning that. Light liberation, full system upgrade, power. Come on, man. Power to call. Didn't I just say? Put in the chat. I'm so powerful. Look what it say. Power call. Let's go. I'm about to get excited. Don't get me started, man. You know how it gets. Don't get me started. You see what it say right there. Power recall, man. The Most High said you're recalling your power at this time. You are going through a full system upgrade. Your crown chakra is activating tremendously right now. You definitely ain't getting no rest. You are seeing so crystal clear. Shout out to Serena for becoming a soul family member. Peace and prosperity, queen. You know that special prayer for you. I say you are seeing so crystal clear right now. So crystal clear. You are seeing so crystal clear that your energy is rubbing off on the people that's doing you wrong. They are seeing crystal clear now about who you are. So you have people really questioning the Most High if you was chosen. You have people really questioning if you anointed. You have people really questioning if you gifted. And the Most High said, you know what? I'm not even gonna answer you. I'm gonna show you. You are going through a process of upgrading, man. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High, man. I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited because the Most High is elevating you in front of a lot of people's eyes. Especially the people that does you wrong. Especially the people that counted you out before you even got a chance to step in. Come on, man. You know what's going on, man. You know this for a fact, man. Shout out to JoJo for that donation. Peace and prosperity, family. You know I got a special prayer for you. I say, the Most High said, you are recalling your power this time. You're no longer asleep. You're no longer in that victim mentality. You realize that you have to go through that to make you who you are. Just because you gotta leave certain people, just because some people don't resonate with who you are no more, that's because they don't deserve to be where you at, man. I got too many cars, I gotta keep myself. They're not designed and they're not deserving of being where you are, children. That's facts. The Most High said, I gotta put you to the side. I want to talk to you by yourself. I need you to listen to me completely. That's why the Most High is doing these things, man. That's on everything, man. We got higher heart activation, dropping the shield, divine love. Your heart is healed, man. The Most High said your heart is healed, man. Because you see that, man. You realize your value. You know your worth. You realize you can't always put your eggs in one basket. You realize just because you love somebody, they're not going to love you, man. You realize it's because you're loyal, they're not going to be loyal to you. The Most I say you right now, your heart is healed. You're not sleeping no more. Remember, we got free will. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. Remember, we got free will. So you can have this information, you can have this guidance, but if you're still stuck in the same place because you choosing to be there. The Most I say it's time to elevate. It's time to elevate. I'm hearing that you are definitely walking towards everything you deserve, children. Because I'm seeing this portal. You know, it's like this portal of abundance. I'm feeling this 888 vibe. That's why divine love is out here. You definitely be seeing 888 and 666, children. That's facts. The Most I say it's time to drop those shields. Keep your heart open. Keep your heart open. Your heart is healed. Yes, you are healing, but your heart is healed. Because you see clearly. You're not going to fall victim. You realize that this shit ain't right. You know when it's a red flag. That's why the Most High said your heart is healed, children. It's time to drop your shields. You've been asking for your divine soul tribe. You've been asking for your king of stars. You've been asking for all of these things, and you are attracting these things. It's very, very important for you to realize that you're walking into a lighter state of life now. You're walking away from all that darkness, man. Look, soon as I say lighter state of life, I am present. Light body activation. Let's get it. Let's send it with the divine, man. You better hit that light button. I'm too tapped in. Don't get me started. Soon I say light, look what come out. The light. You know what you're gonna get when you come here, man. Light body activation. You're going through a full system upgrade because of your light body activation, man. It's very important for you to be patient with yourself. It's very important for you to stop being so hard on yourself. Right now, you are vulnerable. You are at the most vulnerable time in your life right now. I could definitely speak to somebody that everything make your ass cry. That's on everything. Not saying you're a crybaby, not saying that you soft, but it's just right now, you just in your feelings. It's not because people doing things to you, it's because you starting to realize about your life. You starting to realize about your family. You starting to realize about who you are. And the Most High needs you to purge these things. The Most High needs you to let go of these tears because you've been holding on to this shit for a long time, family. That's facts. You are going through a light body activation at this time. The Most High said you are ascending with the divine. So trust yourself. Trust your own wisdom. Because I really feel I'm speaking to a high priest or a high priestess right now. No, you are somebody that get intuitive download divine messages. But I feel like I'm talking to somebody, you don't trust your own wisdom, man. Because you don't think that you really get messages. Or you don't think that the Most High is talking to you. When you see it clearly every day, man. The Most High say trust your own wisdom, high priestess. The Most High say trust your own wisdom, high priest. You are in tune. Trust the wisdom. That's facts. At the bottom of the deck, we got, look, this card don't even supposed to be in here, but I guess the Most High wanted me to show you. Justice, look, this ain't this different deck. This is in here for some reason. But who I want you walking into justice. Justice, man. The scales are being balanced. You got to be a leader, man. That card wasn't in there for no reason. That's fact. At the bottom of that, we got word, spirit guides. I told you, come on, man. I'm there to accept spirit guides. Confirmation. Great lesson. Let's go. Let's go, man. I got too many people in the chat and not enough likes. You may hit that like button right now. You know why you're here, man. You know. I'm too tapped in. You see, I speak it. It's going to come out, family. Those spirit guides, they're always around you. Always. They around you right now, listening to this message. They're around you right now saying that everything will be all right, chosen. That's facts. You got spirit guides around you. This is your confirmation. You see what it says right there. It says confirmation, chosen. It can't get no clearer than that. It can't get no clearer than that. Understand that, understand that. You're learning a great lesson. And not only are you learning a great lesson, a lot of people that challenge you out, they're definitely learning a great lesson. That's facts. Somebody just realized, man. Somebody in their epiphany stage. Somebody definitely in their feelings because they recognize that this is why their life is in shambles. Because of what they've done. Because you are a true earth. Because the Most High knows you. See, they thought because your light was dim. Your light was dim there. That was it for you with some shit like that. When the Most High is in plain sight. Come on, man. They might have judged you because you small body. They might have judged you because you fat. They might have judged you because you black. They might have judged you because you white. They might have judged you because you're not intelligent to them. They judge the book by its cover. And now they're paying for that shit. They realize that you are the blessing. You are the light. You are part of the divine. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. If you are receiving this message, I want to see you put the green hearts in the chat right now, man. Because you know I'm talking to you, sis. You know I'm talking to you, bro. And that's a fact. The Most High said, there's no need to leave this message. Be present. Be present at this time, children. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. The Most High said, be present. I want to see somebody put in the chat right now. I am present. The Most High said, you need to be present. I want to see somebody put in the chat right now. I am present, man. We're not worried about what happened yesterday. We're not worried about what's going on tomorrow. The Most High said you need to be present right now. Because life is about experiencing. And you experience everything today to the fullest extension. You know I'm talking to you, children. You know that for a fact, man. You are activating at this time. And I promise you, so many people never expect this glory from you. That's facts, man. You was the diamond in the rough the whole time. You was the diamond in the rough the whole time, man. They was putting you under pressure, man. They kept putting you under pressure, chosen one. They was putting you under pressure. And next thing you know, you exploded out the mind because you are a diamond. Come on. They thought because you were dirty a little bit that you still want no diamond or something, man. You better wake up this man chosen. That's facts. That's facts. Look, third chakra, man. The Most I say, trust your gut all the time. Trust your gut. Also, I'm hearing that some of you guys can definitely be having stomach pains, man. You need to eat more yellow, man. Eat more yellow. Definitely like squash, bananas, any type of yellow, like yellow pears, like pineapple, anything that's yellow, chosen one, because it's definitely going to help you with your solar plexus, man. It's very important for you to understand that your stomach has a different, it's like it has its own brain, so you got to feed your stomach the right thing. I really thought I was talking to somebody that you probably be looking up veganism right now. You probably like, I'm not eating all meat, because you realize that beef and pork and all this stuff is bad for you. You know this stuff. You realize it, children. The Most I say it's very important for you to pay attention to your health at this time. You can definitely be 37 years old or 73 years old. Also, I'm hearing that your birthday could be March the 7th or July the 3rd. Also, your birthday could definitely be on the 10th of a month or maybe in October, man. But what I'm talking to, you definitely could be doing some type of meditation, like practicing some type of meditation practices. Like yoga, or maybe you might be finding a sacred space, or maybe taking up Tai Chi, man. I always tell people to look up Tai Chi, man. I recommend that because it's a breathing exercise that's going to help you like calm you and anxiety down. It definitely helped me out a lot when I started my spiritual journey, when I first went through my spiritual awakening, because I didn't know what was going on. I just had so many energy, around me, and the Most High said I got to learn how to control that. So Tai Chi was one of the learning mechanisms that I used to help me on my spiritual journey. So maybe you need to look at that, man. Also, I'm hearing the number 99, man. 99 is significant to somebody. I don't know why I'm hearing 99 right now. The 99 definitely significant to somebody. That's you. This message definitely for you. I'm telling you, you definitely got a lot of angels around you. I'm telling you, your angels saying you need to have strength. Maybe I turned that 99 number because your ancestor was 99 when they passed. That's for somebody specific, man. They are always with you. They say you need strength at this time. Whoever I'm speaking to, your ancestors, your angels said have strength at this time. It's a little rocky road, man. But you built for it. You made it through way worse shit than this. Trust and believe that. You just work through your feelings right now. You just working through your feelings right now, children. The Most High said you need to have strength. Your angel said you need to have strength because you can make it through, children. You have to be a Leo now, or have Leo in your chart. Also, I'm hearing air signs. So you have to be an air sign. Look, we got the second chart. Look, I'm telling you, whoever I'm talking to right now, you are definitely fertile as hell right now, children. You're fertile. You'll live a lot of good ideas. Also, I really feel like that somebody could definitely be pregnant. If you're pregnant, congratulations. If you're not pregnant, you need to wrap up because I'm feeling this fertile energy, children. Remember, I'm here to tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. Remember that. Understand that, understand that. Whoever I'm talking to, you need to trust your gut. Also, you need to take care of yourself, family. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Shout out to Miss Capricorn for the donation. Peace and prosperity, Queen. You know I got a special prayer for you. I said you got to be 36 years old or 63 years old. Also, you be a life path number 9, children. You know what I'm saying? They go that 9 again. 9 definitely talk about, completing cycles and birth. Because if you turn a 9 upside down and turn it to a 6, it actually looks pregnant. It's like a pregnant 9 when you think about it, right? See, a lot of this stuff is a lot of synchronicities, man. You really need to get deep into a lot of this information, but that's why I'm putting that 9 energy, that 9. So somebody could definitely have a twin, or you could be a twin, children, or you could be a life path number 9. That's for somebody specific. We got 444 in the chat. I'm saying that, man. Get your confirmation. At the bottom of that, we got anxiety. I told you, got a lot of people in their head, man. A lot of people in their head, they don't know what to do right now. They know they just are numbered. They went too far on the earth, angel, man. They like, damn, I missed a good thing. They're like, damn, they're gonna find out. For real, to be honest, children, one of the real reasons why you got a lot of people in their mind, because they want to know, how did you know this stuff? How did you know the stuff that they done to you? How did you know that they was gonna spell word? How did you know that they was cheating and lying on you? See, I told you, you always been a high priest or high priestess, man. You are tapping. You are the cheat code. That's another reason why they misvalue, because they really realize that you are the answer to all of their prayers. That's fact. The Most High put us in everybody's life to be the answer, because we are the answer. Understand that. Your birthday can definitely be on the 18th of a month, or you can definitely be 81 years old, or 18 years old. Or you definitely be born in 1981. That's for somebody specific, man. You can be born in 1981 or be 37, 36, or 50 years old, man. If that's you, that's definitely for you. You can be born in 1981 or be 36, 50, or 37 years old, man. I'm feeling that. Or 18 or 30. You've been overlooked so long, man. Overlooked, man. Shout out to Ray for that 444 cash out. Peace and prosperity, bro. You know I got a special prayer for you. I say, the Most High is making these people see who you truly are, man. I'm telling you, royalty. I really feel like the Most High and your angels are giving these people epiphanies in their dreams about who you are. Like somebody had an epiphany in their dream, man. They realize that you are the Holy Grail. They realize that you are this person that you said you are, man. A lot of people thought you were just crazy when you said that you were from here. A lot of people thought you was crazy when you said you was a natural king or natural queen. They thought you was crazy when you said you was a high priest or a high priest. They thought you was crazy when you said you was a light worker or a chosen one or emperor or empress. They thought you was crazy, man. But I promise you, a lot of people realize that that's who you truly are now. They are in the epiphany stage. I'm telling you, somebody realized that the things they were doing to you in secret is why their life is in shambles right now, children. Because of you. Because they played with a real one. And the Most High got to bring calm on their head for blessing with a trophy. Tenfold. Let me repeat that. Tenfold, children. The Most High don't care about you. That's facts, man. That's facts. Also, hearing that you definitely be having a lot of anxiety as well, man. You definitely be going through a lot of anxiety, children. Because of these situations. Because of the shadow that you're going through right now. This dark night of the soul. The Most High said you need to find a sacred space. And also make sure you work with your crystal children. I'm telling you, a clear quartz crystal children, clear quartz. Shout out to the oracle. The oracle deep, the oracle of the, I'm sorry I couldn't read because it's moving kind of fast, but peace and prosperity, man. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team, family. Shout out to you, soul family. But it's very important for you to work with a clear quartz, and you might have a clear quartz. This brings balance, children. The ancestors always use this type of stone because it helps you recharge. It helps you, see things clearer, man. It helps you tap into a different energy. Remember, all crystals are consciousness. Each crystal do a different thing. So if you want to be calm or you want to be balanced, you need a clear quartz crystal. And if you have one, you know I'm speaking to you, man. You know that for a fact. That's on everything. Look, financial health. Come on, let's go. Let's get it. I'm about to get excited. Because this financial health card keep coming out. I'm speaking to somebody that's rich. You rich, sis. You rich, bro. Shout out to Angel Earth for their donation. Peace and prosperity, queen. Shout out to Resno for their donation. Peace and prosperity, family. You know I have a special care for you. I say I'm speaking to somebody that's royalty, man. You rich. You might don't see it right now, but when you tap into who you truly are, you're gonna realize that you are the wealth. The Most High said our finances is following you right now. You definitely could have received, you definitely could be receiving some type of unexpected income, children. Or you could have recently received some unexpected income. Like you might have thought that something was going to come at a certain date, but it came earlier than what you expected. You know what I'm talking to you? That's a divine blessing. The Most High is making everything work out for you, so you ain't got to stress. Your angels working out everything out for you, so you can know that you're not alone, man. Financial blessings here, man. I'm talking to somebody that's walking into a big bag. You walking into a big bag, sis. You walking into a big bag, bro. I don't know what you do for work, but it's definitely going to pay off, and it's paying off right now. That's that. You definitely can have an abundant tree, just like me. My abundant tree is made out of pyrite. But you also can have an abundant tree. You can have a real tree. One of them Chinese trees, children. You might call it wealth or abundance or something like that. That's for somebody specific. Remember, take the rest and leave the rest. It's not you, man. But you got people that want your forgiveness at this time because what they do. I told you, people are at a different stage right now. They know they took it too far. If you see it 724 or 427, this is your confirmation token. A lot of people are breathing. A lot of people in the different stages. A lot of people want your forgiveness. I told you the Most High really showed these people who you are. You always been a good person. Nobody's perfect. But you are here for a reason. A lot of people they misinterpret who you was because you was in a dark energy, being controlled by the matrix. So now people try to value you where they get you value. The Most High said use your intuition, children. That's why we got the solar plexus out here. That's why we got the sacral chakra out here. You need to trust your gut, man. And also trust your gut about the people that you're sleeping with. I feel this Jezebel spirit energy, man. I feel this Jezebel spirit energy, man. Like this person, or whoever, this could be an ex, or this could be somebody that you could be about to meet, or somebody that you involved with. But this person, I really feel like this person is actually not who they say they are, children. Because there's no reason why we got two cars and saying, talking about, the gut feeling and the Lord's Supper. You gotta get to, you gotta, this right here, somebody trying to bind themselves to the children. This could be a lover, this doesn't be a ex, like a baby mama or a baby father. Most I said, use your intuition. Somebody wants your forgiveness at the time. They want your forgiveness because they realize life without you.
I love it.
When you was trying to make a life with you.
Heck yeah. Good
That's
job.
calm, man. That's facts, man. Look, I told you, you are healing at this time. We got your heart is healed out here and healing. The Most I said, you're definitely healing. Stay away from these crumbs, man. Stay away from that narcissist. Stay away from that person. They never deserved you anyway. You was only Saturday, man. You was Saturday. Your ass was Saturday because you didn't want to be alone, man. And you messed up and you fucked around and settled with a demon. You know what I'm talking to you, family. You like, what did I get myself into? What happened? Yesterday you was this, and today you're that. Like this person's bipolar, man. Straight narcissist. You are healing for that relationship or these family members or these people that you consider family children. You are healing at this time. And also healing that you are a natural healer too. You are a healer, man. You are definitely somebody that's connected to Christian. Your favorite color can definitely be blue or red, man. If that's you, this message definitely for you. Shout out to Steve for that 332 cash app. He's a prosperity family. You know I got a special prayer for you. I say, and about that, look, then I tell you, look, wicked ass family, come on, I'm too top in, family. You know it. You know it. I'm about to get excited. Family, man. I just said immediate family, people that you consider family. And look what pop out, family, man. You know what you're gonna get when you come here, family. That's on everything. That's on everything. Pay attention to these offers that want forgiveness, these toxic family members, man, or people that you consider family. This definitely could be like, also you consider family like baby mama, baby daddy, ex-husband, ex-wife, best friends. All these are people that's considered family. Be aware of these people, because these people turn their back on you. You see it, they turn their back on you, man. They turn their back on you, and when you walk away, they trying to say that you changed. And the most I said, you did the right thing, man. Those things, I won't get with you, Carmen. They didn't deserve your energy anyway. It was a stepping stone to help you step into moving through y'all, man. I told you, life is about lessons. Life is about experiences. And the Most High had to make you experience before you step into your purpose. So when you finally step into moving through y'all, your ass won't be blindsided about how the world really is. The world of people that's good and hate. The world of the people that you love deceive. That's the word that the Most High needs you to recognize, man. So you won't fall victim to that shit and pay attention to the energy and not how you feel for somebody. You know what I'm speaking about? You know that for a fact. The Most High said, you are not sleeping anymore. You are definitely awake. You are seeing crystal clear. You are moving forward with your life as well. I really feel like people are jealous that you're moving forward with your life. Shout out to B for that donation. Peace and prosperity, Queen. You know that special prayer for you. I say, look, I really feel like you got people jealous because you're moving on with your life, man. I felt like these family members or people that you consider family, they turned their back on you. And you said, you know what? I'm going to pick up the pieces and live my life. I'm going to move on by myself. You definitely could have just met somebody that's who you're supposed to be with, like your twin flame or your king and spouse children. Like this person's gonna follow you everywhere, man. This person's gonna support you. This person's gonna love you, not for you. And not for what you can do for them or the sex or none of that. So they love you because of your soul, your spirit. You are attracted to this person, man. Because this is who you deserve. The Most High say continue to keep moving forward with your life. Let me tell you something. You got a lot of people, they are sad right now. So they are in anxiety now. They are sad and the fact that they know for a fact that you know the things they've done to you. See, some people try to throw stones at you and hide their hand. They thought you would never find out who you were. That's why I'm feeling that mother vibe. You never would have thought it was your own mother, man. You never would have thought it was your own father. That's right here that you look up to. These are people that's trying to take you out and put you in situations. But you are looking at it. You will take a rest and leave the rest. If it's not you, family. But if I'm speaking to you, you know what I'm saying. You have been through so much epiphany stage. And I promise you, somebody realized that what they did to you in secret is the reason why their life is in shame. It's the reason why they're going through karma. It's the reason why they don't have anything to you. Because the Most High said, you're going to try to strip everything from my chosen one when they are designed to give to you. Now I'm going to strip everything from you. And nobody can help you. So I feel like that you've been with people that they knew you needed help and they refused to. Come on, man, you don't talk to me, right? They knew you needed help. And they refused to. Like you are somebody, you don't really speak about things that you're going through. You are somebody very quiet. You are somebody that, you've been through a lot of shit. You don't trust people because when you say things, people, they try to use it against you with some wicked shit. That's why you keep to yourself. But some people, they try to take advantage of that. And that's why the Most High got to go so hard for you because these are the people that you looked up to, that you confided in. And because you walked away, they didn't realize that how much they really loved you until you was gone. They didn't realize how much you really meant to them until you really don't value them no more. science there. That's why the Most High said you can trust your gut. Don't go off of the relationship. Go off of how they make you feel. So if it's not right, it's not right, man. You know I'm speaking to you. You know it for a fact. Shout out to Latoya for that donation. Peace and prosperity, man. You know I have a special prayer for you. I say that's fact. Look, did I tell you the second fast energy? Didn't I tell you? I told you. The second. Whenever I speak, it will come out, man. I'm feeling this negative energy. People are mad because you moved on with your life. You took them swords in the back, man, and you said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done with it. You don't love me. You don't want to be in my life. Deuces, I'm out of here, man. They're not expecting you to move home like that. They expect you to stay there and keep taking shit or keep just forgiving them. But they expect you to pull your power back and leave like you just left. Or bring that strip up to me, bro. Now, I really feel like I'm still speaking to some people that say toxic relationship, but you all know it's very deceptive, and you dealing with deceptive bad energy. People, a lot of people. Shout out to Jesse for that donation. Peace and prosperity, family. You know that's a special prayer for you. I say you're dealing with deceptive bad energy because, to be honest, I really feel like you're dealing with people that's mad because they get exposed. They mad because they hurt you. They mad. They mad because they going through karma and they just spare work on you. They want to get mad at you because they did it to you. See, that's why the Most High is separating. Because you got people, they in their feelings because they try to destroy your life. Come on, man. You know I'm speaking to you, man. You know I'm speaking to you. Shout out to Black Diamond for that donation. Peace and prosperity, Queen. You know I got a special prayer for you. I'll say, the Most High say, trust your gut at all times. This is certain energy is going to be a Leo, man. Because the section that right on top of the strip card, that talks, you know, that indication of that fire, that Leo, man. So this person got to be a Leo, or you can be a Leo. And plus, you got a lot of fire out here anyways, a lot of fire. A lot of fire, man. You definitely a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And also, we got Earth out here. You know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You know, you are definitely going through a transition stage right now, children. I really feel like that you was dealing with people that was trying to run a game with you like a circus, man. Like these people are known for doing shit like this, children. They are known for playing with people's lives or putting people's positions and shit like that. You guys can put it. We got a lot of stored energy out here, man. These people really try to stab you in your back, man. They deep. Some of them stabbed you in the back. Literally. That's what somebody specific. And once I said you see clearly now, man. You had to move on from these demonic dead forces. These toxic ass family members that was in the dark. You see these dark ass family members? They turn their back when you walking towards the full moon. These people doing rituals and shit, man. Your angels, your ancestors had to save you from that toxic ass sibling and that toxic ass planet, man. That's facts. That's what everything. Look, come on now. Come on, let's go. People from the past. I'm too tapped in. People from the past, family. They thinking about you. Memories. All they can think about is what you done for them. They know they messed up children. These people are going through anxiety right now. They're going through a lot of conflict, not only within their life, but within their circle. The same people they think that the Lord gets you with, they're going against each other. That's fact. They are in memory lane right now. They wish they had you right now, children. That's facts. That's facts. Somebody realized that what they did to you in secret is why their life is in shambles. Because of spare work. Because of the lies. Just because they being evil. They ass one down. That's facts. That's facts, man. These people are definitely a part of your past. That's facts. Part of your past. You never walk away from this person or people, or these are people that's a part of your past, like your family or your friend or your community or something like that. They always had a deceptive energy towards you, but you didn't recognize it because of these titles, man. I'm telling you, man. You always blessing people, man. I feel your energy, children. Shout out to Teresa for that 888. Peace and prosperity, Queen. You know I got a special prayer for you. I said, shout out to Taylor Mays for that donation. Peace and prosperity. You know I got a special prayer for you. I say, thank you, Queen. I feel your energy, Queen. You always somebody that give to people, man. Love people, man. You love them. You show love. Whoever you're dating, your family members, friends. You know what I'm saying? You are somebody that just you full of love. This is you. always blessing somebody with a gift or making somebody day, man. And you got the same people that you blessing, they looking at you like this. Look how they looking at you. While your back turned. They trying to steal, they trying to plot, they trying to get you. While you on this, you trying to show love to this person, but that person's working with everybody else. That's why I say I feel that X energy. Or this is definitely a family member or something like that. All of them in on it, children. They are. Get your confirmation. All of them in on it. You was the scapegoat. That's what everything. The Bible that look. I told you self-reliance, man. A lot of people they are in epiphany stages. They realize they went too far, man. They know their days never children. Also, I'm definitely speaking to the wounded warrior right now. You definitely are a warrior, children. You've been through so many battles. So many battles, man. You are doing some reflecting at this time. Shout out to Carissa for that 999. Piece of prosperity, queen. You know I got a special prayer for you. I said also shout out to Taylor May for that 999. Piece of prosperity, queen. You know I got a special prayer for you. I say shout out to y'all for showing me all this love, man, because you know I'm speaking to you. If you see a 999, I'm telling you, get your confirmation. You've been through it all and you still standing, chosen. You done seen hell and hot water 1,000 times and you still standing. You've been through so many battles, man, and you still standing. The Most High said, stop being so hard on yourself. You are the warrior. You are the warrior. Nobody can go through what you've been through and live and talk about it. Nobody can endure that pain that you've endured without taking themselves out. Nobody can go through that process and still live and talk about it. The Most High said, you are the warrior, man. I want to see somebody put in the chat right now, I am the warrior, man. Shout out to Michelle for that 999. Piece of prosperity, queen. You know I got a special prayer for you. I say, I want to see somebody put in the chat right now. I am a warrior, man. I'm a warrior. Because there's no way that you're not a warrior by everything you've been through in your life, man. And all praise to the Most High, man. All praise to the Most High. You know I've been excited, children. Because I know what it's like to always go through trial and tribulation. I know what it's like to always be counted out. I know what it's like to always be lied on. I know what it's like to just be looked at different because of who you are. And the Most High said, if anybody deserves any abundance, look what's underneath it. Long-term abundance. Come on now. If anybody deserves it, it's you, wounded warrior. You. Your life is not in vain, family. We got 555 likes, as I'm saying that. Your life is not in vain, family. Shout out to Taylor May for that donation, for that generous donation. Peace and prosperity for you. You know I got a special prayer for you. I say, I got the best soul family in the universe, and that is facts. We got 777 in the chat, as I'm saying that. Oh, praise the Most High. You are somebody. You got tough skin. You tough, sis. You tough, bro. And you got so many people that want to be like you. And they realize that even though they've been going against you, they are so weak inside. You are inspiration, children. The Most High said you need to continue to keep being your authentic self. You need to continue to keep pushing. You need to continue to keep believing in yourself, man. Shout out to Earth Angel for their donation. Peace and prosperity, queen. You know I got a special prayer for you. I say, if you are receiving this message right now, I want to see you flood that chat with them green hearts right now, man. Because you know I'm speaking to you, sis. You know I'm speaking to you, bro. And you know that for a fact, man. You know that for a fact. The Most High said your life is not in vain, children. The Most High said your mistakes is not in vain, children. The Most High said because you're not where you want to be at, that don't mean that you're not going to get there. You just had to wake up first. Let me repeat that. You just had to wake up first. You were sleeping. Stop being so hard on yourself. You weren't ready then. You ready now. Understand that? Understand that, man. You know I'm speaking to you. That's facts. That's facts, man. Let's see what message we got from your spirit team, family. And I'm telling you, you got a team full of warriors. They are like you. Why do you think you are the way that you are, man? Huh? You think you just have this warrior spirit, this over top strength, this different type of strength. You think you just have that out of nowhere? No, it's embedded in your blood. You are royalty, man. You are royalty. around you at this time because they got to protect the prize because you are the prize. Understand that. Look, we got throat shot around here. I speak my truth and encourage others to speak theirs. Shout out to O for that donation. Peace and prosperity, Queen. You know I got a special prayer for you. I say, we got the throat shot around here. I speak my truth and encourage others to speak theirs. I'm definitely speaking to a light worker. You are a light worker, children. Whether you believe it or not. The Most High says, speak the truth and encourage others to speak theirs. We are coming together at this time. It's time for you to stand up for what you believe in and stand up for who you truly are. Man. The Most High says, stop hiding, children. Speak the truth. Speak the truth. You got to be 20 years old, or you can be born in February or on the 20th of a month. I told you I felt that 420 image earlier, man. You got to be born 420 or on the 20th of a month. Also, you be a life pattern number 2. If that's you, that's for you. Also, here that you could have recently purchased an opal crystal, You're definitely walking to a other stage right now. Not you speaking. I'm definitely speaking to a motivational speaker or a life coach or a counselor or somebody that's a tell you like you use your voice. Maybe you might be a singer or a rapper. Maybe you might be a narrator, a commentator. Whoever you are, your voice is going to bring success. The Most High says, speak the truth and encourage others to speak theirs. We got the spark of the divine. I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am a part of all creations. The Most High says you need to reignite the spark within you and recognize you are a part of all creation, children, because you are. Yes, you're a part of the animals. Yes, you're a part of the water. Yes, you're a part of the air. Yes, you're a part of nature, man. Yes, you're a part of the spirit team, the spirit guides, man. You are a part of everything. Everything is you. The divine is in you. It's time to reignite that spark. And I really feel like that you have people that trying to get in your life and put out your flame, children. You got to be 27 years old or 72 years old. Also, I'm hearing that, you got to be a life path number 9. Your birthday will be February the 7th or July the 7th. Your birthday will definitely be July the 20th, man. That's somebody specific, 720 is coming out to me. I told you it's 20. Your birthday will definitely be on the 20th of a month, or you can be 20 years old. Man. If that's you, that's definitely you, trouble. You are somebody that's very, very impacted. The Most High said you need to understand that you are part of all creation. So you gotta act like you're a part of this creation. You cannot ignore this shit no more, trouble. You gotta get in tune. You gotta get in line, family. You got to. You definitely see flashes too, man. You see a lot of flashes. That's because your ancestors, your angels are here, man. Some of you guys are seeing figures in clouds too. I'm hearing like angel wings. I'm also hearing faces. Maybe figures as well. Somebody could have recently seen a dragon. That's what I'm saying. Inspire energy. You are very passionate, so very, very passionate, man. Look, we got to celebrate life. Let's go. Celebrate life, man. We got to celebrate life. I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all of Mother Nature, man. The Most High said, I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Nature. I told you you're a part of every creation. I told you, I just said this. Man. I'm going to calm down a little bit. But you know when I speak, it's going to come out. That's facts. The Most High say, celebrate life at this time, man. Take a vacation, children, because you probably been planning for a vacation. Or you probably been planning on going to get something special for yourself. The Most High says it's time to celebrate you. You haven't been celebrating yourself, lately, man. You just been doing work. Stress. Partner. Keys. The Most High says it's time to celebrate you, man. Do something for you. Do something outrageous, man. You want to go to Hawaii? Go to goddamn Hawaii, man. You want to buy them 300 pair of Louis? Go buy them, man. You want to get your nails done, sis? Go get it. You want a special jacket, bro? Go buy it. The Most High says it's time for you to celebrate yourself for once. You're not here to be nobody's slave, man. You're not here to just be doing things without you getting in return. No, you are chosen. The Most High want to make sure that you're happy, so you can function properly. The Most High says it's very important for you to celebrate yourself at this time. You can feel connected to lions, children. Definitely lions, man. The cat family. You can definitely feel connected to cheetahs. leopards. Like you might like leopard prints. This was somebody specific. Remember, take a resident, you the rest. If it's not you, it's not you. I'm definitely speaking to somebody that's a high priestess or high priest, man. You get divine information. You see it clearly, children. The most I say use your gifts for good. The Bible that we got a lot of wolves out here too. So y'all need to pay attention, man. We got three wolves out here. Let me repeat that. We got three wolves out here, children. We got a wolf right here. We got a wolf right here. You see that wolf, don't you? You see that wolf? And we also got a wolf right here. So please be careful of these wolves in sheep clothing. It's your combination. Remember, everything coming. Remember, signs come in threes, children. We got three wolves out here. Somebody's plotting on you. Somebody trying to get into your business. Somebody trying to figure you out, children. The most I said, be aware of these wolves in sheep clothing. It's very important. But we got nurturing hearts. This definitely be your mother too. Damn, come on, man. We got a nurturing heart. We got a mother. Soon as I said, beware of the wolf clothing. Come on, man. I am a protective spirit and reach out to all lives and love them with compassion. I am a protective spirit and reach out them with love and compassion, children. You are somebody that's very, very connected to people. Like, you are relatable, bro. A lot of people can relate to you, children. That's why it's very important for you to be your authentic self. It's very important for you to speak your truth. You got that dope shot right here. So you can definitely help people change their life. But the most I say it's very important for you to beware of these sheets and wool clothing. If it's somebody's mother, their mother. So, I mean, remember, take the resume, leave the rest. If it's not you, it's not you. Or you could be a mother that is happening to you. The most I say, you have to hear to celebrate life, man. Stop worrying about it. Stop not taking chances because you lost before. Stop not getting out and meeting people because you got heartbroken. The most I say, you got to go through that process so you can notice what it feels like. Nobody's going to ever go through life without nothing happening to them. That's impossible, man. You cannot learn. Nobody's perfect. You got to know what it feels like so you won't fall victim to it, children. Understand and overstand that, man. I'm going to grab a few cards from the mystery bag and see what the person or people on your mind at this time had to say for real, man. I'm telling you, somebody, look, Cardi family, last one I say somebody, Cardi family, let's go, man. Keep that in, man. Somebody realized that the thing they was doing behind the scenes in secret is why their life is in shadows, showing why they can't elevate, why they not getting no money, why they not getting no opportunity, because they played with a real one. And that's you, children. They played with you, man. It's definitely a karmic ass family, too. That's the first card to come out, karmic family. And look, soon I say played with you, look, you, come on, let them learn to get these cards. No, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, you know how I do. I get excited, man. I'm excited. Yeah, this karmic ass family trying to interview, man. They did it. But guess what? No weapon formed against you will ever prosper. If you chosen, that's facts. That's facts, children. Look, first card out, karmic family. I told you, look, they turned their back on you, family. Look, they turned their back on you. They always in on it. Whether it's your immediate family or people that you consider family. Karmic ass family, man. It's out here, family. It's out here. And then I say you, if that was plotting on you, you was the one that was out in the cold your whole life. I'm here next scapegoat. Or you could definitely be first real last issue with you, family. I'm telling you, you are somebody walking to a lot of abundance, man. A lot of abundance. This is why the most I say you gotta be separated right now. And I'm gonna keep it real, that's why a lot of people coming back, because you are stepping into your winning season. They feel that energy. Most I say use your intuition. Look, I told you trick and lawyers, so this definitely has something to do with some type of finances or some property. You definitely could have had some inheritance children. Especially if cricket lawyers are involved, all the ass going down. That's bad. Look, their ass is trapped. All of them. Did I tell you all of them was in on you? That's crazy. You got people that love you, that you love, going to get you for some shit that's only temporary. But they ass want to call for the rest of their life, man. You fucking demonic ass, man. Listen. You're not some demonic ass people that you consider family or your immediate family. Look, rituals. Let's go. Secret society. Carnage. The devil. Demonic forces. They deserve everything that they're going through. They deserve everything and some. I'm here to karma 100-fold on the ass. They went too far on the earth energy. You got to be a water sign, or this person could be a water sign, or you got to just be in your emotions right now. You got to be a man. Or this man that was doing rituals, they have to their fingers because they already know. And then I tell you, look, come on now, secret society, man. You better hit that like button right now, man. Hit it. I'm waiting. I'm too tapped in. I'm waiting, Joe, to hit that like button. Because I'm too tapped in. I'm too tapped in, family. I say this and it come out. It's facts, man. Look, fraudulent signatures. Let's go, man. Let's get it. Fraudulent signatures. Yeah, they forge your name. Yeah, they got a fake ass ID with their picture and your name and your information. Yeah, that's why they crooked ass cop out here. You know, yeah, they was trying to take your house. All of us in on it, man. We got 777 in the chat room saying that. Look, crooked cop. Look, we got, come on, man. Look, hold on, man. And I didn't even see this. I said crooked cops, but I met crooked lawyers, man. I met crooked lawyers. You got crooked lawyers and crooked cops. Man, I'm telling you, somebody losing their job, man. Somebody losing their job, man. This person definitely have a truck, or you can have a truck. Or watch this truck, man. This person definitely have dreads, or you can have dreads. I'm telling you what I know. This person with truck definitely had dreads. Their ass going down because they were dealing with a crooked cop, man. Because while they were trolling, their ass was trolling for 5 seconds worth of fame. They was trolling for something that was temporary, and now they look like a troll. I really feel like that the person that I'm speaking to, or these people, or whoever, when you first was around these people, or you was in their life, they was looking like, now they look just like a troll, man. Just like a troll. They ass look like a troll, man. Facts. They probably look like the one with the purple hair too, man. First real last initial T. Come on now. When this is your first real last initial, I'm telling you, they hate to love you, man. They hate to love you. They hate to love you, man. Shout out to Brandon for that 555 cash. And people about family, bro. You know that you. I say they hate to love you, man, because they love you so much. They always love you inside. But they had an image of the church, so they had to hate you. But they hate to love you because they don't want you to be with nobody else. But they don't want to be with you in the right manner because they are fucking demons, man. The most I said, cut these individuals off. They're not designed to change. They are designed to elevate you. That's it, man. Look, they are alcoholics, drinking every night. They don't know what they do with their life. Drinking their life away, man. You never could have been an alcoholic too, children, and you changed your life. And I want to say congratulations, man. Congratulations. Because you never broke the cycle with these karmic ass people. Every time you was around these people, these families, karmic ass family, everybody in your family probably smoke or drink or something like that. We got 66 lives, I'm saying this right now. I want you to know the universe loves you, won't take anything for faith. You definitely could have overcame some addictions because that's how your family is, man. And I want to say congratulations, children. Look, 222. It brought you balance. I feel like you're the black sheep. Nobody in your family compares to you. You are the difference maker. When you see in 222, you're definitely starting to come down and show them. They talking about, do you hate me for what I did to you? Do you hate me for what I did to you? The most I said, don't live in hate. Forgive me and release these karmas, man. Because for real, by you not being in their life, they can hate themselves for the rest of their life. That's facts, man. Did I say what was your crystals? Crystals, family. The most I said what was your crystals at this time, man. I told you I was feeling that clear quartz energy, man. Clear quartz. I'm having rose quartz as well. And also amethyst. The most I said what was your crystal? It's your time now. You're tapping into the right energy. Divine feminine. Divine feminine. Or somebody in the divine feminine energy right now. The most I say you need to work with your crystals because you are divine. You are here to give divine messages. That's facts, man. And also, look, we got divine intervention. Because of who you are. Because of who you are. The most I had to come and set some stuff up in your life. Divine intervention on these corners. They won't gonna stop because you were gonna keep letting them go because of how you felt there. The most I had to separate that. That's fact. Look, told you look past life. This person or people, they didn't follow you for past lives, man. You could have recently found out that this is probably like your third lifetime with this person. Or this is probably your second lifetime with your mother, your sisters, your brothers, and some shit like that. They reincarnated you. They try to keep destroying you because of who you are. See, you was royalty in your past life. So you got people that try to come back to destroy you in this lifetime, but you're away from them. This is why you go beside you. That's why the divine intervention card out here. Why? Because you are somebody that's very rich. Rich, I told you I felt good. We got financial help out here, and we got rich children. You are somebody that's very, very rich, wealthy. I'm hearing that abundant download. Somebody about to receive abundant download that's gonna make them rich. The Most High said, make sure you get out of nature. Make sure you meditating. Somebody's about to get abundant download that's gonna make them rich. The Most High said, keep your ears open, man. Pay attention to all the signs of synchronicities. Because you won't ready yet. You ready now. That's facts, man. You definitely have short hair. Or these people on person that were going to get you can have short hair. Did I tell you they were trying to sacrifice you? I told you. This secret society that was doing rituals, dealing with these crooked cops, these crooked ass lawyers, that were doing fraudulent signature, they was trying to sacrifice you for this finances, family. You could have recently found out that your ancestors, they got sacrificed. They didn't die for natural cause. Let me repeat that. You could have found out that your grandmother, your grandfather, or your auntie, your uncle, or somebody that died all of a sudden, they were sacrificed. They didn't die for natural cause. Could you just fuck this out, family? See, this is a season where the Most High is about to show you things even if it hurts you, because you got to listen to it. That's that. Did I say I felt that Leo energy earlier? This Leo is going through. I'm telling you, their ass is going through calm, man. For the rest of their life. For the rest of their life, man. That's facts. Or you could be a Leo. I'm telling you, whoever speaks to your ass is going viral, family. You going viral. Whatever you do, it's going to go viral. If you making music, it's going to take off, man. If you writing books, it's going to take off. If you making videos, it's going to take off. If you just doing whatever, family, it's going to take off. If you starting a business, it's going to take off. Your business is going viral, family. You going viral. And also hearing these karmas, hearing these Leo, they're trying to sacrifice you. They ass going viral for being a demon, for being demonic. For working with secret societies and lying about shit. Because they were being controlled by the devil. They ass going viral. See, they wanted to go viral, try to make it seem that they were somebody important. But they going viral for being a fucking demonic ass, succubus, incubus demon, man. Juggling their spirit. That's all they fucking were. That's all they were. They talk about please unblock me. Unblock me. You got some people block that you want. I'm telling you, they dead right now. Somebody is realizing that what they did to you in secret is why their life is in shambles, man. They going through karma tenfold. They talking about please unblock me, please. I just gotta talk to you. Only you can help me. And the Most High said, deuces, I'm gonna get with you. Karma, you made your bed, you gotta lie in it, man. They took the wrong path. I told you they took that wrong path. You got to be your twin flame too. You and your twin flame had a mission. And they took the wrong path. And also hearing that they tried to make you walk the wrong path. But you awakened. The Most High, your angels woke your ass up at the right time. They got stuck. They need you now, man. That's bad. They got stuck where they at. I'm telling you, your grandmama, I told you I felt that feeling that the strong woman in your grandma don't play about you, man. Your grandma don't play about you. That's facts. Against these family members, against these karmics, against anybody go against you. They are in the spiritual realm right now keeping ass. Your grandmother's in the spiritual realm keeping ass, show. Because you mean so much to her. She's always around you. That's what somebody specific. Remember, take the resume, leave the rest. If it's not you, it's not you, family. And look, the Most High said you need to check your mail. Be looking out for some type of information, whether it's in your mail, whether it's in your inbox, whether it's in your DMs. The Most High said make sure you pay attention to all your mail at this time. Because you definitely will be getting some information about something that's yours. Or something that's going to definitely change your life. First name and last name, so why? Or they first name and last name, definitely why? They definitely be a life path number one, or you can be a life path number one. I'm telling you, this person was a hitman. Definitely was a hitman. This person trying to take you out, man. His fake ass kingdom spouse, man. His fake ass twin flame. They were designed to destroy you, man. That's bad. They got exposed to that shit. Look, come on now. Your ex, let's go, man. Let's get it. Two top in. You see it. When I speak it, it's gonna come out, man. Let me repeat that. When I speak it, it's gonna come out. Why? Because he too top in. I want to see somebody put in the chat right now. He too top in. I want to see somebody put in the chat right now. He too top in. There's no way. Now I'm speaking this to you like this, man. Everything coming out. You know what's up, man. That's fast. And also, I'm here to check your car, man. If you feel like the car been watching you, or you feel like you know something wrong with your car, the most I say always check your car thoroughly, man. Never take the same way home, children. Never take the same way home. Understand that, overstand that, man. The most I say this is the season when you gotta turn your knowledge into wisdom. You gotta turn your past mistakes into your overcome story. So you gotta turn everything you've been through to your accomplishment, children. Move on with your life, man. You ready now? The most I say you ready for love. The most I say you ready for success. You ready for peace of mind. Stand on it, man. Stand on it, children. Because if anybody deserves it, it's you. That's facts. Understand that. Understand. You go ahead and think about your question that you want clarification on. I'm gonna grab an angel answer to give you that clarification. Once you have your question in your head, put the brain hearts in the chat so I can begin so family. Anybody want to book a personal reading or donate to the channel or follow me in my social media platforms? All my information is in the description, man. Please be aware of the scammers. I got a lot of people trying to impersonate me at this time. Just know that I would never reach out to you first. If you are very interested in getting a session, or you want me to support your brand, or you want to get any crystal bracelets, send me an email. So send me an email. They can't steal my email. They can steal my picture and my post, but they can't steal my email. So send me an email if you send me chosen. Okay, I see the green house in the chat. Let's go ahead and begin. Spirit guides, angels of the highest white light. Please give me a clarification for my soul on their question, please. Okay, they gave me two. They gave me three. They said take them all. You got to compromise, chosen. You got to compromise in this season. I really feel like I'm speaking to somebody that's stubborn, man. Like you don't want to change. The most I say you got to change, man. That's why I'm feeling that earth ride. You got to get Taurus. The most I say you need to change. Compromise in this season because you are walking into brighter days, man. Also, you need to communicate clearly, man. Make sure whoever you're talking to, connect no chakras out here. Make sure you communicate clearly. If you don't want to deal with that person, make them realize you don't want to deal with this person. Don't leave them on. If you trying to be successful, you need to let them know. You need to communicate clearly. The most I say you need to speak what you mean and mean what you say, children. And also we got to get more information. We got use information to highest good. Also we got turn knowledge into wisdom, and we got to get more information. I'm definitely speaking to a future thinker, man. You definitely could be a creator or somebody that's an inventor, man. The most I say is very important for you to keep getting information and feeding it to the public. That's why we got that throat chakra card out here. You are a light worker, children. You are a light worker. Get more information on everything. Don't just be jumping out here doing things, children. Because you don't want to move impulsively. I really feel like these wolves, these three wolves, like the three people that's out here, they definitely trying to make you miss your step. That's why the most I say, get more information. If somebody say, come here, get more information. Somebody say, I'm going to give you this, get more information. Don't just go for what they say, children. Understand that, understand that. Remember, I'm here to tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know, because I care about you. Remember that. I hope this message helped you, man. Thank y'all so much for being here, man. Shout out to my soul, man. Shout out to my new subscribers, man. Shout out to my day ones. Man, shout out to the members, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here, man. Y'all already know what's up, man. You're walking into a whole different lifestyle now, so it's time for you to embrace the fact that this is why you've been thinking your whole life, children. Most I say, you ready now. You ready now. Your angels, they always ready. Pay attention to the sign of synchronicity, all right? Remember, the Most High love you. Your ancestors love you. And so do I. Until next time.